Who is ready for a colander pour? And I have brought out my spinner again for this one. So hello everyone, welcome back. I have had this for a long time. It is a different colander. I have my regular colander that I use. I haven't done a colander pour in a really long time. So I have the regular one that I use. This one is going to be different. So here, I'll tell you about my regular one first. So I use a colander that has lips on the bottom so that the paint can pour out. It's a little bit like concaved on the bottom. I guess convex if you're looking at it this way. And it has no holes directly in the center. So it creates this really cool drip effect. So that is my regular colander and what it looks like. And this one I got because it doesn't have exactly the same bottom to it. It's not, it's flat, but it does have the holes here and it does have a pretty big lip. So I am excited to see how this one's going to turn out. I am just going to go for it. I'm going to do really pretty ocean blues tonight. So I'm going to put this one to the side for now. I hope it works out the first time. I don't know how the slats are going to do. It's going to be a different effect. It's not going to be that circular kind of balloon shape that I normally get, but we'll see. So for my cup, I am going to do 2 cups, and I do this. I pour out the paints on the first one, and then on the second one, I do just a little bit of white and a dark contrasting color to give me that final design in the center. So for my first colors, whatever comes in, whatever is on the bottom is going to be close to the center. So I'm going to do a pretty good amount of white. Okay, maybe a little bit more actually. Yeah. And got just one little air bubble. Do not do this. It could burn your cup. Now I'm going to do it down the side. And I am going to do this like an old school one. I'm going to rotate. So I'm going to put these colors everywhere because I don't want them to come out. In like a linear line. Okay, let me see here. Got my phthalo blue. I'll do that around this side. I'll do just a drizzle of white. And you can see it just sits right on top of the cup. The paints are thick so that they sit right on top of one another. Then I'm going to come in, I think I'll do this light blue for a big layer. Then the rest of my gold on that side. A little bit more of my dark blue on this side. I'll talk to you about my spinner too, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna do some of that. I think I'll finish off my gold actually. Set that aside. Maybe another layer of blue over here. Oh, this one's going to be fun. And then do I get rid of the rest of the dark blue or the... I feel like I have a lot of dark blue already. Okay. I have got that. All right, good enough. Then what color do I want to do here? Maybe I'll just do this just to kind of start it out. Ooh, or maybe, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do that. I don't know. Okay, I'll do it. I want to have some for my edges too. Okay, for this little spinner, I'm actually using Erica Hughes Art, her spinner, the base, and then I just popped a wood panel over top of it. One of my arms broke. So I don't have the arms for it, but I actually like this because it gives me a really stable base. So I've got like a small circular spinner. You could use like a cake spinner even. And then I just pop a board over it and then I can work these bigger canvases off of it if I set it off to the side. I have tried tried to level this out as much as possible. It's never completely level for me, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, so I'm going to set this down in here. I wonder if it's already going to be touching the... Okay, so the lips are big enough that the paint is actually not touching in there already. So as I pour this out, let me see, I'm not quite centered. As I pour this out, you'll see it start to push out of the sides. But the first part always gets a little bit messy as I get the cup down in there. And then my white normally doesn't come out very much, and that's why I do that second cup of white. Oh, I've got some pretty striations along those sides though. And then I'm gonna do one more small cup here of just white and a little bit of a contrasting dark color. And then a little bit more white for the center. And I'm going to pour that really close to the actual center. Okay, all right. Now, I'm going to hold this up really slow and let all those paints drip. I see them dripping. I wonder if all my drips are done. I can't see. Can you see? Oh, I got one right there. Oh, well, this is so cool. This is a different design. Okay, this one drip, I don't know, do I leave it or do I make a striation with that one like the rest of it? Okay, I made the striation. Then maybe I just put a little bit of the paint with a palette knife around the edge so that it flows well. Let me pop, I've got some air bubbles. Y'all, let me grab my phone so that I can show you what this looks like. It looks like a hydrangea almost. Look at this. Oh my gosh, there's so many cool designs. Oh, okay. So I don't care if I keep this in the center. I just want to see what this looks like for this one. I love it. Love it, love it. All right. Okay. I am going to spin this out. All right. So I'm going to put just a tiny little bit of this color here around the edges. And I feel like also I need to go ahead. I feel like the weight of the paint is like up there. Oh no. Gosh, I wonder if I should stretch this like with my hands instead of spin it. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. This is just an experiment to start. I want it to, okay. I feel like that is better. Phew. Okay. It's so pretty. I'm like afraid to spin it out. Okay, here we go. I feel like I should just tilt this. Let's just see where it starts to spin, if it spins anywhere. Okay, so it's already started going off this side. So what I normally do, wherever the weight it's going, I normally just move it and rotate it so that the weight will go there. Next. Okay. So pretty. Okay, and it's starting to get a little bit to the corners as well. I'm going to give it another good push this way. Yes. Y'all, this is so cool. Okay, I feel like another, maybe it'll get to these corners. Is it almost there? Ooh, I made it to a whole corner already. I should have painted this dang canvas. Oh well, again, all in the name of experimentation, right? Okay, so now I'm gonna move it this way. Ah! I should have spun it this way first. Okay. All right, not quite centered anymore, but that's okay. Okay, here we go. Spinning, and hopefully it will go off those edges next. Oh my gosh, it's starting to go everywhere! Oh, so cool. It's almost made it off those edges up there. And it's actually dripped down the sides really well over here. Oh, can I make it to that corner? This one kind of went off, but it actually looks almost like angel wings or a butterfly or something. It's some type of, and this is so cool. I'm just going to touch this part right here just to get it to the edge of the canvas and then let it keep spinning. Okay, let's go. I haven't done one of these in so long. This is so much fun. Okay, I think maybe one more good spin and it should be, actually, no. I'm just going to touch up the sides because I don't want these little like antennas to go off. I really liked this one, y'all. I am so surprised that this turned out this well. I have tried multiple other different colanders and none of them have turned out this cool. All right, I'll take you in and I'll show you. Are you kidding me? Look at all the designs. And maybe I'm crazy. Well, I know that I am. But like, do you guys see the little creature that's there? That's got their wings spread out and those two little antennas up here. This, I am so happy I finally used. I've had this for probably like 3 or 4 years, this colander. Every time I would go into the dollar store or Walmart, I think this one's from Walmart, there's so much to look at. Wow. There's no like central design like there is with the other colander, but maybe it's like a phoenix. I don't know. Y'all tell me. But every time I would go into, I forgot to finish my sentence. Every time I would go in to like Walmart or something, I would always pick up a colander and see if it worked. And some of them just don't. But I am so happy. Wow. Let me get you off the glare. Wow, wow, wow. All right, let's see how it dries. Fingers crossed for me. Y'all, this might be one of my favorite colander pours. I am so happy with how it came out. I kept the antennas. I'll take you in. I'll take you in to show you. But that is the effect. I love how it kind of swoops out to each side. All right, so here, the gold is just like a shimmer every now and again. But there's these like transparent parts, almost translucent. There's like tiny bits of gold through there. And then look at how many different designs there are all throughout the center. I don't know what it is about this one, but it's a little bit off center. It's a little bit wonky. I love it. Well, you can let me know what you think. And I thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Happy painting. Bye.